God says, "My child, listen carefully. Time is running out. The moment is now. The call has gone forth and the heavens are stirring." Archangel Michael has been sent to bring you this message. It is an emergency beyond anything you have ever known. A powerful force has set its eyes upon you. A strong organization has made a decision. They have chosen you. They have singled you out, and what happens next will change everything. This is not an ordinary event. This is not something that you can ignore. This is a divine warning, a prophetic revelation, an urgent alarm sounding in the spirit realm. My child, you must open your eyes. You must wake up. You must prepare yourself, because what is about to happen will shake the very foundation of your life. The enemy has moved in the shadows. He has whispered in secret places. He has woven a web of deception so intricate, so dangerous, that even now you do not see it fully. But I see it. I see what they have been plotting. I see the traps that have been laid. I see the enemies who smile to your face but speak curses behind your back. And now it is time for their plans to be exposed. There are people in positions of power who have watched you. There are individuals you have never even met who know your name. They have observed your steps. They have studied your actions, and now they have made their move. A decision has been made, and it involves you. This organization has chosen you, but you must understand their reasons are not what you think. You are not being selected for something good. You are being targeted. There are forces at work beyond what your natural eyes can see, and they have set their plans in motion. Archangel Michael has been dispatched with an urgent mission. The battle in the heavens has been fierce. The forces of darkness have tried to block this message from reaching you. They have tried to keep you in the dark. They have worked tirelessly to ensure that you remain blind to what is coming. But their time is up. Their deception is breaking. The truth is coming to light, and you must be ready. My child, the authorities are moving. Even now, they are being sent. They are coming closer. The wheels have been set in motion, and nothing can stop it. You will soon hear the sound of sirens. You will soon see the flashing lights. The police will arrive, and when they do, you will know that this was not just a warning. It was a prophecy unfolding before your very eyes. But I do not send this message to bring you fear. I do not speak these words to make you panic. I am your protector. I am your shield. I am the God who sees all, knows all, and controls all. And I am speaking to you now so that you will not be caught unaware. I am revealing the hidden schemes of the enemy so that you may stand firm. I am opening your eyes so that you will not be deceived. The people behind this decision are not who they seem. They hide behind masks of authority, but they serve another agenda. They pretend to uphold justice, but they are working for something much darker. They have manipulated systems, twisted facts, and created lies to trap you. But my child, I am the God of truth, and I will not allow their lies to stand. I will not allow their deception to succeed. I am placing my angels around you even now. They are forming a barrier of protection. They are standing guard over you. Every plan that has been made against you is being dismantled. Every false accusation is being overturned. Every hidden enemy is being exposed. But you must be alert. You must be ready. You must understand that you are in the middle of a spiritual war. The enemy is desperate. He knows his time is short. He sees that his grip on you is slipping. That is why he has moved so aggressively. That is why he has called upon these earthly forces to come against you. That is why he has used this strong organization to try and ensnare you. But he has underestimated my power. He has forgotten who I am. He has failed to recognize that you are mine. My child, listen. There is a woman involved in this. She has played a role in what is happening. She has whispered in the ears of those who hold power. She has presented herself as a victim, as an innocent, as someone who is seeking justice. But she is not who she claims to be. She is a deceiver. She is a liar, and she has made it her mission to bring destruction to your life. You must be vigilant. You must be discerning. You must not fall into the trap that has been set for you. There will be an offer made. There will be a temptation placed before you. Do not take it. Do not agree. Do not sign anything. Do not make any deals. The enemy is trying to bind you. The enemy is trying to trick you. The enemy is trying to use the legal system against you. But I am intervening. I am stepping in. I am making a way where there seems to be no way. The moment of exposure is here. This woman thought she could move in darkness, but she forgot that I see everything. She thought she could escape judgment, but she did not realize that I am the God of justice. She thought she could manipulate the situation, but she did not know that I am the one who holds all power in my hands. And now she will be revealed. Now she will be exposed. Now her lies will be shattered, and the truth will be known. Do not fear. Do not waver. Do not be shaken. I have chosen you for a reason. I have set you apart for a purpose. The battle is fierce, but victory is assured. The storm is raging, but you will not be consumed. The enemy is roaring, but his time is up. You must move carefully in the coming hours. You must guard your words. You must watch your steps. The people who come to you will not all be on your side. Some will be pretending. Some will be sent as spies. Some will try to gain your trust only to betray you later. Pray for wisdom. Pray for discernment. I will guide you. I will direct you. I will not let you fall. This is the moment of revelation. This is the time of truth. The strong organization that thought they could move against you will soon realize their mistake. The enemy who believed he had won will soon see his defeat. The battle has already been decided, and the victory is yours. Now go, my child. Stand firm. Be bold. The exposure has begun. The wicked are trembling. The liars are afraid, and nothing will ever be the same again. God says, my child, this is the greatest emergency of your life. You must listen now, for what is unfolding cannot be ignored. Archangel Michael has spoken, and his words carry the weight of divine urgency. The heavens have seen what is coming, and now the message has been sent directly to you. A powerful organization has chosen you. A force greater than you can imagine has set its sights upon you, and their movements have already begun. The police will arrive soon, and what happens next will change everything. This is no ordinary moment. This is not just another day. This is a divine crossroads, a point in time that has been written long before you even realized it. The ones who have been watching you, the ones who have studied your steps, have finally made their decision. They have seen your strength, your resilience, your ability to rise even when everything around you has tried to pull you down. They know who you are, even when you have doubted yourself. And now the time has come for them to act. But my child, not everyone is happy about this. There are those who did not want you to be chosen. There are those who have fought in secret to ensure that you were overlooked, ignored, pushed aside. They have whispered your name in rooms where you were not present. They have tried to close doors that were meant to open for you. But they have failed, because no human hand can stop what I have ordained. No force of darkness can block the path that I have set before you. The police are coming, not as enemies, but as messengers of what is about to unfold. They bring with them something you never expected, something that will confirm everything I have been trying to tell you. And when they arrive, my child, you must be ready. You must be prepared to stand firm, to not be shaken by what is revealed. Because this is just the beginning. This organization, the one that has chosen you, has power beyond what you understand. They have influence, they have reach, and they have been waiting for the right moment to act. They see something in you that others have overlooked. They recognize the potential, the authority, the destiny that has been placed upon your life, and now they are ready to move. But be careful, my child, because with great power comes great opposition. There are those who do not want you to accept this calling. There are those who will try to turn you away, to make you doubt yourself, to make you believe that this is not meant for you. Do not listen to them. Do not let fear take hold of you, because I have already made the way. I have already secured your victory, and what is about to happen is bigger than anything you have ever imagined. Pay attention to the signs over the next few hours. You will begin to see things shift. Unexpected conversations, sudden realizations, pieces of information that seem random but are actually leading you to the truth. Do not ignore these signs. They are the confirmation you have been waiting for. They are the proof that this is not a coincidence. And as for the woman, the one whose name has been whispered in secrecy, the one whose actions have been hidden in the shadows, she will be exposed. Her time of deception is coming to an end. She thought she could operate in secret, that her lies would never be uncovered. But she was wrong, because when I move, nothing stays hidden. When I act, no falsehood can stand. Be strong, my child. This is not the time to waver. This is not the time to doubt. You have been chosen for a reason. You have been called for a purpose. And now the world is about to see what I have placed inside of you. Prepare yourself. Open your eyes. Watch as everything unfolds before you. Because after today, after this moment, nothing will ever be the same again. My beloved child, listen to my voice, for it is I, the Lord your God, speaking to you. I have watched over you from the moment you were formed in your mother's womb, and I have never forsaken you. Even in the moments when you felt alone, even in the times when the darkness seemed unbearable, my hand was upon you. I have sent my angels to protect you, to guide you, and to whisper my truths into your heart. And now I send this message with urgency, for the time is near, and you must be prepared. Archangel Michael speaks now, for this is the greatest emergency. A strong organization has chosen you, and you must awaken to your divine calling. The police will arrive, the forces of order will shift, and the heavens themselves have declared this moment sacred. You must open your heart quickly, for what comes next is of great significance. There are unseen battles taking place, spiritual forces moving beyond your understanding. You have been chosen, set apart for a mission greater than yourself, and you must not turn away from this divine appointment. There is someone among you who does not belong, someone whose presence disrupts the peace I have ordained for your home. This person carries a spirit not of light, but of deception. I have seen the hidden intentions, the whispered words, the silent schemes that seek to undermine the harmony I have bestowed upon your household. You may not see it with your earthly eyes, but I see all, and I am revealing this truth to you now. Remove them from your house, for their heart is not pure, their words are not true, and their presence will bring turmoil to your soul. The enemy disguises himself in many forms, appearing as a friend, a helper, or even family. But you must discern with my wisdom. Not all who smile with you are for you. Not all who enter your home are meant to dwell within it. Some are sent to test you, others to distract you, and some to destroy the blessings I have placed before you. The one I am warning you about carries a shadow upon them, a heaviness in their spirit that does not align with the divine light I have given you. You have felt it in your heart. You have sensed the unease, the discomfort, the moments of confusion when they speak, when they act, when they linger in your presence. I have been nudging you, whispering to you, yet fear and doubt have clouded your judgment. But now I make it clear. Act without hesitation. Remove them, not with anger, not with hatred, but with the authority of my love and wisdom. Protect what I have entrusted to you. Guard your home, for it is a sacred place where my spirit resides. Archangel Michael has been sent to deliver this warning. The forces of darkness seek to delay you, to entangle you in distractions and confusion. But you must rise above. The time is urgent, and you must take this message seriously. What is happening now is not just a matter of earthly concerns. It is a cosmic shift, a spiritual war that requires your attention and action. The police will arrive, and things will change, but you must be steadfast in faith. Do not be afraid, for my angels surround you. Stand firm, knowing that I have already gone before you, preparing the way. I have plans for you, my beloved, plans to prosper you, to give you peace, to lift you into the fullness of my glory. But there are forces that seek to delay, to hinder, to steal the joy I have given you. This is why I speak to you now, urgently, so you may no longer be blinded by illusion. Your spirit knows the truth, and I ask you to trust it. The time of pretending, of excusing, of overlooking the signs is over. I call you to act with courage and conviction. Do not fear the consequences of obedience. Do not fear the reactions of man, for I am your shield and your refuge. When you walk in my will, no harm shall come to you. When you listen to my voice, you will be led to safety. Trust me and do as I say. This person cannot stay. This energy cannot remain. My blessing upon your home is too great to be tainted by deceit and unclean intentions. If you delay, if you doubt, if you allow the enemy to weave further webs of confusion, the cost will be great. Your peace will diminish. Your strength will falter. Your purpose will be delayed. But if you move now, if you act in obedience, I will restore to you what has been lost. I will open doors that have been shut. I will bring joy where there has been sorrow. Your obedience to my voice will set you free from the unseen chains that have tried to bind you. This is my urgent message to you. This is my divine warning, sent from heaven, spoken in love, but firm in necessity. My child, do not delay. The moment is now. Take heed and know that I am with you. My angels stand guard, my presence surrounds you, and my power is in your hands. Go forth in faith and watch as I make all things right for you. Amen. Stop everything you're doing right now. God is in your room at this very moment. Divine presence surrounds you as you hear these words. This isn't just another spiritual message. This is a direct divine visit meant specifically for you. Through sacred awareness, God's energy becomes clear. This isn't random spiritual talk. This is a personal divine encounter that explains the strange feelings you've been having but couldn't understand. The Creator has entered your space right now. The sudden peace you feel, the slight warmth in the room, the feeling of being watched, all connect to this divine visitor, waiting for your acknowledgement. The universe has arranged this divine meeting at exactly this moment, when you're finally ready to perceive it. Everything in your life has prepared you for this encounter, and the amazing transformation waiting when you simply acknowledge God's presence. This divine visit explains those unexplained feelings you've had lately. The strange sense of being watched when alone, the random thoughts about deeper meaning, the moments of unexpected clarity or peace. These weren't your imagination. They were signs of God attempting contact. This sacred presence arrived the moment your soul reached the right vibration to perceive it. Now the connection must be acknowledged before it can fully activate. The divine never forces itself where it isn't welcomed. This encounter requires opening your heart. The logical mind, skeptical thoughts, and need for physical proof must temporarily step aside as you allow yourself to sense what's already there. The divine window won't stay open forever. Cosmic timing has aligned perfectly for this connection, creating a special moment of opportunity. Earlier would have been wasted. Later would mean missing the divine help waiting for you now. Those who sense this presence feel a mixture of peace, wonder, and knowing that says, I am not alone. Quick, press the like button right now to acknowledge the divine presence in your room. This simple action signals your willingness to connect with the God energy that has been waiting for your recognition. Angelic helpers gather around you now, amplifying this sacred moment. They've been preparing this connection, knowing this day would come when you'd be ready to consciously perceive the divine presence that has always been with you. Type, I welcome the divine if you're ready to fully open to this sacred encounter that God has been arranging for you, perhaps for longer than you realize. The moment you type these words, powerful blessing energy begins flowing into your space. This is the most important spiritual connection you'll ever make. Your soul's evolution depends on acknowledging this presence, but you must act now. This heightened divine awareness remains accessible only briefly. Divine connection has been attempting to reach you. The signs have always been there. Subtle feelings revealing God's constant presence in your room. Think about those moments when you felt unexplainably peaceful at home. The times when solutions to problems suddenly appeared in your mind. The random urges to look at your clock at exactly the same time each day. These weren't coincidences. They were God's gentle attempts at communication. Type, I recognize the divine signs as your awareness expands. Your room contains special marks of God's presence that have appeared throughout your daily life. Each coincidence within your personal space connects to this divine visitor. Through sacred insight, patterns emerge clearly. Perhaps you've noticed objects moving slightly. Maybe certain songs or sounds repeatedly catch your attention. Possibly you felt drawn to pray or meditate in specific spots without logical explanation. Your room contains more than physical objects. It holds sacred energy, divine messages, and spiritual presence that has been waiting for you to notice. Every unexplained feeling of comfort served as preparation. Divine understanding reveals deeper connections. Those moments when you sensed something important was about to happen, when you felt protected from harm, when you experienced sudden inspiration. These weren't imagination. They were your soul's recognition of God's presence. Sacred wisdom flows through your personal space. Your connection to the divine transcends conscious understanding, carrying echoes from eternal bonds established before your human journey began. The divine reveals critical timing now. This sacred encounter reaches you at precisely the right moment in your spiritual journey. Earlier, your mind would have dismissed it. Later would have meant missing crucial divine assistance. Your life timeline carries special spiritual markers. Certain dates and time periods create perfect windows when the veil between human and divine thins naturally. Pay attention to meaningful dates appearing repeatedly in your experience. Type: I honor divine timing, as sacred wisdom explains your personal spiritual schedule. Each soul experiences divine connection at specific life stages, information that helps you trust this current encounter. Through spiritual sight, important awakening signals emerge. You've experienced small divine nudges at certain points in your life. You will notice how these prepared you step by step, though perhaps only now, with greater awareness. Living wisdom shows perfect sequential revelation. Some spiritual connections require specific preparation phases. Others demand particular cosmic alignments. Divine insight reveals which timing factors open this current window of sacred connection. Perfect understanding requires examining spiritual timing, the moments when faith strengthened, when prayers seemed answered, when spiritual longing intensified. These weren't random. They followed divine rhythms you can now recognize consciously. Beyond physical reality, sacred timing guides revelation. Your soul received divine impressions at specific life stages. You experience clearer connection now, though your awareness allows fuller participation in this sacred encounter. The divine window opens for precisely the duration needed, not a moment shorter or longer than your soul requires for perfect reconnection with God's presence. Sacred truth emerges with crystal clarity. God sees qualities within you that remain hidden, even from yourself. These divine perceptions reveal your true spiritual nature beyond all worldly limitations. Divine understanding reveals your true light, perhaps in beauty, compassion, or healing abilities manifest in ways you rarely notice. Maybe your capacity for love carries depth you've never fully explored. Possibly your connection to others holds spiritual significance you cannot yet perceive. Type: I accept divine perception, as sacred wisdom shows how God sees your unlimited potential. Your struggles, achievements, and growth follow patterns visible from divine perspective that human vision often misses. Through spiritual sight, your divine blueprint becomes clear. You weren't created randomly. Your soul contains specific qualities precisely designed for a unique spiritual purpose. God's presence recognizes these original intentions beyond all worldly distortions. Living wisdom flows through divine recognition. As you glimpse yourself through God's perspective, limiting self-concepts dissolve naturally. Sacred understanding helps you perceive your authentic spiritual identity beneath human doubts. Perfect understanding illuminates your soul's pristine state. Challenges faced often created temporary obscuration of your divine nature. God's presence offers clear reflection of your uncorrupted spiritual essence beyond surface personality. Divine recognition activates now qualities that seem dormant within you, suddenly receive sacred acknowledgement. Divine timing ensures this recognition occurs when you're ready and allows integration of this expanded self-perception. God sees with perfect vision, recognizing eternal qualities where human perception focuses on temporary limitations. This divine sight offers healing by reminding you of unchangeable spiritual worth. Divine communication flows clearly now. God's presence brings specific messages tailored precisely to your current life circumstances and spiritual needs. Sacred insight reveals guidance about your path, perhaps confirmation about decisions you're facing, maybe redirection from paths no longer serving your highest good, possibly encouragement to pursue dreams you've hesitated to follow. These divine messages offer perfect wisdom beyond human limitation. Type I receive divine guidance as sacred understanding reveals answers to questions you've been carrying. Problems that seemed impossible suddenly appear with clear solutions when viewed through divine perspective. Through spiritual reception, specific divine instructions emerge. Those persistent thoughts about changing certain patterns, the recurring dreams containing symbolic direction, the intuitive knowing about next steps. These weren't random mental activities. They were God attempting to communicate important guidance. Living wisdom explains divine communication methods. God speaks through intuition, synchronicity, repeated symbols, and inner knowing. Your awareness of these channels increases their effectiveness as communication pathways. Perfect understanding illuminates previously confusing life events. Situations that seemed like obstacles reveal themselves as divine redirection. Losses transform into necessary clearings, creating space for greater blessings. Beyond intellectual comprehension, heart-centered knowing activates. The divine communicates through feelings of peace when aligned with truth, and subtle discomfort when moving against highest good. These emotional signals provide continuous guidance. Divine messages contain perfect timing elements. Some guidance applies immediately. Other messages prepare you for future situations. Sacred wisdom includes both present action steps and long-term direction for your spiritual journey. Sacred revelation unveils spiritual gifts being extended through this divine encounter. These blessings wait only for your conscious acceptance to fully activate in your experience. Divine understanding shows healing being offered, perhaps emotional wounds from past experiences, maybe physical conditions needing attention, possibly relationship patterns requiring transformation. This healing energy flows from God's presence directly into areas needing restoration. Type I accept divine gifts as sacred wisdom reveals spiritual abilities being awakened. Intuitive perception, healing capacity, manifestation power, and divine protection become increasingly available through this sacred connection. Through spiritual sight, specific blessings emerge clearly. The gift of peace amid chaos, clarity during confusion, strength beyond personal capacity, connection transcending isolation. These divine offerings address your deepest needs with perfect precision. Living wisdom explains gift activation requirements. Some blessings flow immediately upon acceptance. Others develop gradually through consistent divine connection. Many require your active participation through applying spiritual principles in daily life. Perfect understanding illuminates responsibility accompanying divine gifts. Each blessing serves purpose beyond personal benefit. Healing received creates capacity to help others. Wisdom gained prepares you to guide those seeking similar understanding. Beyond material blessings, spiritual gifts consciousness. Your perception shifts fundamentally as divine qualities infuse your awareness. Old limitations dissolve as expanded spiritual capacities emerge naturally. Sacred insight reveals these gifts were always yours by divine birthright. This current encounter simply reminds you of forgotten spiritual inheritance, waiting to be reclaimed through conscious connection with God's presence. Divine wisdom identifies barriers blocking full connection. These obstacles can be removed through conscious awareness and spiritual surrender, creating clearer channels for sacred communion. Sacred insight shows thought patterns needing release, perhaps skepticism blocking spiritual perception, maybe fear preventing surrender to divine guidance, possibly attachment to control limiting God's ability to work in your life. These mental barriers dissolve through simple acknowledgement. Type "I clear all barriers" as divine understanding reveals emotional blockages. Old hurts, disappointments with prayer, or anger at God create interference in spiritual connection. These feelings release through honest expression and divine forgiveness. Through spiritual perception, lifestyle obstacles emerge. Excessive busyness drowning subtle divine signals. Media consumption creating mental noise. Physical environments filled with distracting energies. These external factors shift through conscious choices prioritizing sacred connection. Living wisdom explains the simplicity of clearing. Many expect complex spiritual practices when simple willingness creates immediate opening. Your sincere desire for divine connection often removes obstacles instantly without elaborate rituals. Perfect understanding illuminates natural resistance patterns. The human ego naturally defends against perceived threat to its control. Divine connection requires surrendering this illusory control. Triggering temporary discomfort, the ego interprets as danger. Beyond conceptual understanding, physical clearing helps. Creating sacred space in your room through order, beauty, and intentional design supports divine connection. Simple environmental changes often facilitate profound spiritual opening. Divine insight reveals which specific clearings create greatest impact for you personally. Each soul has unique primary blockages requiring individualized approach. God's presence highlights precisely which obstacles most significantly limit your current connection. Sacred understanding reveals relationship dynamics between human and divine. This spiritual partnership operates through specific principles, creating optimal connection and co-creation. Divine wisdom shows communication patterns. Regular prayer creates reliable connection channels. Meditation develops receptivity to divine responses. Intentional awareness notices guidance appearing throughout daily experience. These practices strengthen your partnership with God's presence. Type I embrace partnership as sacred insight reveals decision-making patterns. Bringing choices before divine wisdom. Waiting for inner confirmation before acting. Trusting guidance even when it contradicts logical analysis. These approaches allow God to actively participate in your life direction. Through spiritual perception, co-creation principles emerge. Divine inspiration combined with human action produces outcomes exceeding either alone. Your willingness to act on guidance completes the circuit, allowing divine power to manifest tangibly. Living wisdom explains the trust development process. Initial small steps testing divine guidance build confidence for larger surrenders. Each positive experience following spiritual direction strengthens faith for future situations requiring deeper trust. Perfect understanding illuminates balance points between action and surrender. Some situations require your active participation, while others need complete release to divine handling. Discernment between these scenarios develops through ongoing partnership experience. Beyond theoretical knowledge, practical application matters most. Daily acknowledging God's presence in your room creates continuous connection rather than occasional contact. Regular conversation with the divine builds relationship depth, just as with human connections. Sacred insight reveals that partnership quality reflects time invested. Relationships with God deepen through consistent attention, just as human relationships require regular engagement to flourish. Divine revelation illuminates changes unfolding through this sacred connection. Understanding this transformation sequence helps navigate the spiritual evolution activated by acknowledging God's presence in your room. This process follows divine patterns recognized by spiritual seekers throughout human history. Sacred insight shows initial awakening signs appearing in your daily experience. Increased synchronicities, manifesting as meaningful coincidences that seem impossible to explain by chance alone. Heightened intuitive impressions arriving as sudden knowing without logical source. Expanded awareness of spiritual dimensions underlying physical reality that makes the world seem more alive and conscious. Dreams becoming more vivid and meaningful, often containing symbolic guidance. These experiences signal successful initial connection with the divine presence. Type I welcome transformation as divine wisdom reveals integration phases that unfold over time. Early excitement and spiritual euphoria eventually give way to deeper stability and quiet knowing. Occasional connection develops into continuous awareness that remains present even during mundane activities. Intellectual understanding of spiritual concepts transforms into embodied knowing that operates below conscious thought. Brief glimpses of divine reality extend into sustained perception of sacred presence. These phases unfold naturally without forcing when you simply remain open to the process. Through spiritual perception, profound identity shifts emerge in your self-concept. Former definitions of self based on limitation, lack, and separation gradually dissolve like morning mist in sunlight. Divine perception of your true nature as unlimited, abundant, and connected increasingly replaces worldly definitions imposed by society. This identity transformation creates temporary disorientation as familiar reference points disappear before new stability establishes itself on stronger foundations of truth. Living wisdom explains inevitable relationship changes occurring around you. Some connections strengthen through shared spiritual values and mutual growth. Others require negotiation as your priorities shift away from superficial concerns toward meaningful exchange. Many naturally fall away without conflict as vibrational differences increase between old patterns and your emerging consciousness. New relationships appear, bringing exactly the connections needed for your next growth phase. These social adjustments reflect internal realignment with divine perspective rather than rejection of others. Perfect understanding illuminates the purpose clarification process unfolding naturally. Activities previously pursued from obligation, expectation, or habit gradually lose appeal without forced abandonment. Authentic calling emerges with increasing clarity, often surprising you with unexpected directions. Divine partnership reveals specific contributions aligned with your unique spiritual design that feel simultaneously challenging and deeply satisfying. Your life's mission comes into focus, not as burden, but as joyful expression. Beyond conceptual changes, noticeable physical transformation often follows divine connection. Energy levels adjust to higher vibrational states, sometimes fluctuating before finding new balance. Sleep patterns shift, accommodating increased spiritual awareness, often requiring less rest while providing more renewal. Body sensitivity develops regarding foods, environments, and substances that no longer match your refined energy system. Physical ailments sometimes temporarily intensify before releasing completely as energetic blocks clear. Appearance subtly changes as inner light increasingly radiates through physical form. These physical changes support expanding consciousness while grounding spiritual energy in material expression. Divine insight reveals that transformation follows perfect timing rather than forced schedules or human expectations. Each aspect unfolds precisely when your readiness allows integration without overwhelming your capacity to adjust. What seems like delays often represent divine wisdom ensuring proper foundation before building higher. Trust replaces urgency as you recognize the perfect orchestration guiding your unique transformation journey. Sacred wisdom reveals how your personal divine encounter expands to benefit others. This connection naturally extends beyond individual experience when properly understood and channeled. Divine understanding shows appropriate sharing methods. Perhaps simply embodying peace affects those around you. Maybe sharing insights when specifically asked offers guidance without imposition. Possibly creating spaces where others can experience divine presence directly provides greatest service. Type, I become a messenger, as sacred insight reveals balance points between expression and restraint. Recognizing receptivity in others before sharing, respecting each person's unique spiritual timing, allowing divine wisdom to determine appropriate moments for deeper discussions. Through spiritual perception, teaching opportunities emerge naturally. Your authentic experience creates compelling testimony beyond theoretical teaching. Personal transformation speaks more powerfully than theological arguments about God's reality. Living wisdom flows through genuine compassion. Seeing others through divine perception reveals their perfect spiritual essence beneath temporary human struggles. This compassionate vision offers silent healing without words. Perfect understanding illuminates shared consciousness principles. As your connection with divine presence strengthens, you naturally function as a conduit for this energy. Your presence itself creates field effects, influencing collective awareness beyond individual interactions. Beyond deliberate sharing, automatic transmission occurs. Homes, workplaces, and communities subtly transform through one person maintaining conscious divine connection. Your consistent acknowledgement of God's presence creates ripple effects beyond visible range. Sacred insight reveals that authentic being precedes intentional doing. Your simple maintenance of divine awareness creates more profound impacts than elaborate teaching efforts disconnected from a lived experience. Being a divine conduit often accomplishes more than strategic spreading efforts. Cosmic revelation reaches perfect completion now. The most profound truth about God's presence emerges with crystal clarity. Sacred understanding shows eternal divine companionship beyond this moment of heightened awareness. God remains in your room always. This special encounter simply opened perception of what was always true. Type "I am forever connected" as divine wisdom reveals ongoing practices, maintain sacred awareness through regular acknowledgement. Create intentional connection moments throughout each day. Notice divine signs continuously revealing perfect guidance. Through spiritual sight, a perfect divine promise appears. Your willingness to acknowledge this presence creates an unbreakable connection. Nothing can separate you from this sacred relationship once consciously established. Living wisdom culminates in profound simplicity. God's presence requires no elaborate rituals or complex spiritual techniques. Simple acknowledgement maintains what sincere recognition established. Perfect insight reveals eternal companionship. Your bond with divine presence transcends all physical limitations, continuing through all life circumstances regardless of external conditions. The ultimate blessing flows now. All revealed wisdom integrates into your daily experience, permanently altering your perception of reality itself. Divine love infuses your entire being. Every cell, every thought, every emotion receives sacred blessing through this acknowledged connection. Receive the ultimate promise of continuous divine presence. Sacred wisdom guides your path constantly. Perfect love sustains your spirit eternally. You are never alone.